line. And now they'll throw with Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Well, remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they prove their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. These two teams matching up for the second time this year. Their first meeting back in October, week 6. And it was the Dolphins with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep now here in Miami. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Hill going to go in motion right. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 4 yards on the pickup. Good enough to extend the drive. The Dolphins had 8-3 now. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. When you look at this defense, and this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're #2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being #1, looking for a big game today.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Striker, 3-3, shot, 17, drill.
And now an audible here into something else. Here's 2nd and 8. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. I'll give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
38. Smash, red.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Hines opting not to risk it, and this will come out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter. At that time, they were up to the challenge.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about it.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes the receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Brooks. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Come on, set.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
62 blaster. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw here. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is what we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And no thought of a return here for Hines. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Allen now on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. No surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm.
Stephon Diggs! And out across midfield down to the 45. 39 yards there, a big one. That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches, that speaks loudly and volumes.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Alert, alert, alert!
Here's Allen to throw it. Into the hands of the tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down. Diggs in motion left.
56, 56. Alert! On the roll.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Cook following the penalty. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Five wide.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. This taken in by Kincaid. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Bass is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Now, maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 4. And he rifles one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw now on 1st down. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Second and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Completion here to Claypool. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
Blue black. Blue striker. Ready?
Back to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I let him take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play, and the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. (17-3) the score as we resume action for the second half on EA Sports. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for the Miami touchdown. A great play there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. At one play, 75 yards end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Allen off the play fake. And his throw here's incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Allen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fights through, and now a crease. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. It's a punt return score of 70 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 5. They run again with Hines. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. This is Hines. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Five wide.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. He got 29 yards that time. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Alert!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This will be caught at about the 6. It'll be a gain of 5. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Allen going to go on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold.
Ready.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd down and 8.
Ready.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he is going to lose yardage here. And they're going to speed things up here.
A loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
3 shot, 17. Hut, hut.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Blaster, 6. Claws, 10. Shovel, 38.
They're going to look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Dolphins get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
Point after here coming up. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. And they'll accept that penalty.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play action. Now it's Allen. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 more on that one and another first down. Cook up the gut. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. James Cook, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Black Knights are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive linemen.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Miami. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure